Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have kind of a lot to throw at you guys. I've been doing a lot. I wanted to get on here and explain, like, sort of where I've been. I've been incredibly busy again. In the background you might see a crazy fucking mess. I've been tearing apart this beauty room, going through everything, organizing, so I've got like shit everywhere. So yeah, that's been fun. I've got a lot to share with you today. First things first, I'll go ahead and share with you guys my update of about what I've been doing and why I haven't been posting as much. So I've been working super hard. If I'm distracted, my husband ordered a pizza and my dogs are gonna start barking. So I've got to also watch out for the pizza man, so that might interrupt me, but I've been working really hard on my art room. I painted everything, I organized and decorated everything. That took me a lot longer than I was expecting, just because working, I was only able to do it on the weekends, and I've been doing a lot of stuff on the weekends besides working on my art room. And just like coming up with the aesthetic and the design, it's a lot different than the beauty room. It's not a pink room. I might unveil that in a different video. I was thinking about giving you guys some like sneak peeks, but I don't think I'm gonna do that, only because I want it to kind of be like a thing when I show it, because I've been working really hard on it and I think it looks really cool. So yeah, there is that, and so yeah, that's been taking me a lot longer than what I expected. So that's the main thing I've been working on, and the main reason I haven't been uploading as much. Actually, I don't think I've uploaded in like a month or two, maybe. I don't know. It might even be longer than that. Time's like an illusion to me now. So, and another thing I wanted to share with you guys is my husband made a Twitch, and he is now Twitch streaming pretty regularly. He gets pretty passionate and intense about it, so I will link his Twitch in the description box down below, and I'll also probably pin it in a comment. And then, yeah, just a lot of, like, sad stuff, like, personal stuff, like, COVID related stuff, yeah, just things like that. So yeah, now that I got all of the updates out of the way, I'm sure there's something else I'm gonna remember, like, in the middle of the video that I wanted to share with you. It's so funny when I'm not filming, I'm thinking of like all these things I want to tell you guys and share with you guys. When I actually sit in front of the camera, like, my mind just goes blank. So, and my husband just got his pizza. I heard the pizza man. I wonder if you heard me talking. Anywho, let's get to the video. So for today's look, I'm going to show you guys something that I've been wearing a lot lately. And as far as like, and also a few products that I have been loving that are super inexpensive. This brand that I've been using has been blowing my mind because it's only $5, and it is from Dollar General, and it is the Believe Beauty brand. It's their in-store brand. This brand is amazing. It's only $5, and the products have been blowing my mind. Like, I've been wearing this foundation. The stain power is incredible. It's outdoing a lot of my more expensive foundations. I actually wore this swimming yesterday, and it actually stayed on, and it looked really good after I was done swimming. So yeah, and I probably wore it like over 12 hours, maybe not quite 12 hours actually, but I've worn it a long time, at least like 8 or 9 hours. So yeah, this foundation is incredible, and I'm gonna be putting this on for you guys today. And also, another product from Believe Beauty I have been absolutely loving is their cream blush. This is the first cream blush that I've ever tried. It's in the color Doll Face. This color is so beautiful, like, and it's so easy to work with, and it lasts like all day long. So yeah, I'm gonna be showing you this one today. And then I have so many of their eyeshadow palettes. Like, I think I have most of them. Of these guys I have. But like, my area is a disaster, so finding everything is gonna be fun. Like, I have 2 more. So yeah, I've been testing out a lot of stuff from them. And I've been very, very impressed. There's a look that I've been kind of addicted to, and I'm going to show you guys what it is today. I've been trying out a lot of new products, like I've been buying a lot of stuff, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm very, very, very unorganized. Like, if you guys could only see this mess that's in front of me, like, it's crazy. But hopefully now that I'm filming again, I can kind of organize the shit and get it more organized so I can tell you guys what's good. And then I also have like a big thing of empties beside me. I may or may not get to that today. Alright guys, let's just jump into this Get Ready With Me. Okay, so yeah, my skin's been a little rough lately, so let's get it covered. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna go in with is, you guys probably already kind of guessed, is the Believe Beauty foundation. I am in the color Linen, and this foundation has a pump, which is very, very nice. There's some like freaking fancy, there's some fancy foundations that don't even have a pump, so I put a pump and like a half on. This foundation is so beautiful, like, it's mind-blowing. And I'm just gonna blend it in with a sponge. And this foundation also builds really, really well on itself. I actually went in with one more pump just because I wanted this area of my face to be really covered because I've been dealing with a lot of redness lately. So, yeah, it looks so good. This is like the best looking foundation that I've ever tried, and it's $5. Like, you can't go wrong with this foundation. Like, it looked really good. Like, most foundations break down on me after like probably 4 or 5 hours. They don't really break down on me completely, but I start to get really shiny. And I didn't get that way with this foundation, which is kind of incredible because it's only $5. So yeah, it looks so good too. Like, the finish, it doesn't look cakey, and you can build on it really, really easily. So this is a good one, you guys. This is the most like impressed with the product I've been like ever. Like, it's really good. So I don't even feel like I need to conceal anything because it's a strong medium coverage. But I'm just gonna go in with the e.l.f. Camo Concealer and put a few little dots here and there because I have a little bit more yellow in my skin, and this is kind of a little bit of a yellow tone concealer. So I'm just gonna dot this on my face to kind of match it a little bit, but I don't have to do a whole lot of like color correcting with this foundation. So like, I really want to go back and pick up the concealer because I don't have the concealer from Believe Beauty, and I'm really curious if it's just as good. Because I'm getting really low on all my other concealers. Like, I think I'm almost out of like all 3 of these guys, so I'm gonna have to go back and repurchase a few things. Yeah, the face looks really good, you guys. I love this foundation. Okay, so I think next I'm gonna go in with some setting powder. I've been going through my drawers, and I have found a lot of these like, and I found a lot of these Maybelline Fit Me powders, and I feel like I really need to go through these. I have a couple, so I'm just gonna use that today. This is a really good setting powder. Yeah, this is a really good setting powder, so I'm gonna go ahead and use this today. And if you guys are curious what color I'm in the color Fair Light. I normally am in the lighter colors of setting powders just because I'm a very fair person. I either use the lightest color I can get or translucent. Translucent's pretty good, so. Yeah, this is one of my favorite drugstore setting powders. I've purchased a couple setting powders I've been kind of testing out. I have the Wet n Wild setting powder and then the e.l.f. translucent powder. I do love e.l.f. setting powders. I think they're really good, and I also like their compacts. This Wet n Wild powder seems to be pretty good also. I'm still testing it out. I'll kind of let you guys know what I think. So I've also been trying out a new bronzer from Maybelline. I've pretty much been wearing like the CoverGirl bronzer. I love this bronzer. This is probably the best shade in drugstore bronzers that I've found. It's 390 Sunset from CoverGirl. I really, really, really like this bronzer. It's a nice cool tone. and it has a little bit of, you know, a sheen to it. So this bronzer I actually kind of discovered through Taylor Wynn. She said it was a really good bronzer if you're really fair, and I'm an incredibly fair person. And it's by Maybelline, and it's number 100. I have been kind of unsure with this bronzer. I mean, I like it. It works really good. But I think it's personal preference that I like a darker bronzer because I like that sculpted look. But this is actually pretty nice too if you don't like that super contoured look. It's a preference, but I do think it's a good bronzer. It's a nice cool tone bronze, and it doesn't have a ton of shimmer in it, so I don't know if it's my personal favorite, but I have been enjoying it, so. Yeah, I think it's a pretty good bronzer. It's a very natural looking bronzer, and I'm just kind of not used to natural bronzer, but I do really enjoy it, so. Okay, so I used up that e.l.f. fine liner pencil, this guy right here, the ultra fine brow pencil from CoverGirl. I used up this whole thing, and I actually really enjoyed it. I don't know if I'm going to repurchase it or not, just because I don't know if I liked it more than my Maybelline eyebrow pencil, but it was pretty nice. I was able to get like a really nice defined brow. It took me a little bit to get it there. But I really did enjoy this eyebrow pencil from CoverGirl. But I'm back to my tried and true, so. And if you guys were wondering, I'm in the color dark brown. This is a really good color if you're a redhead because it's like a really nice reddish brown color. You probably can't see because my the lighting's crazy. But I have a lot of red left in my hair. It's mostly grown out, but I can still wear this color, so. Okay, so the eyeshadow palette that I'm going to be using today is this Believe Beauty palette in Midnight Express. It's really gorgeous. It's got a lot of nice silver, green, murky, dark blue colors. It's a really nice one. It's kind of similar to this Believe Beauty palette and Into the Blue. I used this so much back in the day. Well, not back in the day, like a year or two ago. I pretty much almost used just this. I love this palette. I obviously still use it. It's one of my favorite blue palettes. But this palette has kind of like reignited my love for like green blue colors. Like I used to wear a lot of these colors back in like a long time ago, actually really back in the day. I used to have a lot of these guys, these green murky colors. I used to love these, so this kind of reignited my love for those colors. So yeah, I'm gonna show you guys what I do with this guy. Okay, so I just put on some CoverGirl Clean Fresh powder and the color Translucent, and I just did that so if I get any fallout, I could just dust it away. And it also does a little bit of baking, so. I'm gonna take this CoverGirl eyeshadow and French Vanilla, and I'm gonna put that on my inner corners and my brow bone. This has kind of been my go-to inner corner and brow bone color, just because it's a nice like bone color, and that's typically what I go for, so. I'm going to take this fluffy eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to go into this color right here. It's like a really shimmery, like blue-green murky color. And I'm gonna put that like in my crease, and I'm gonna blend it out. This color is pretty sparkly, and it's very pigmented, so you don't need that much. But I'm gonna kind of use this as a little bit of a transition color. Typically, I don't go for colors like this for my transition color. I like to kind of go with more like a neutral, matte color. But for this look, I'm doing something a little different. Like normally, I would go in with a color like this, but I've been really digging this look, so I'm just gonna show you what I've been doing. So it's not my typical, it's not what I typically do, but it's not a typical look for me, but for some reason I've been really digging it, so I'm just gonna stick to that. And you don't need a lot of this because it is so pigmented. Alright, I'm gonna wipe off some of the excess and start blending this out. You want to blend it out pretty good, but be careful because sometimes this color is so dark it's kind of hard to like blend it into this cream bone color. That's typically why I like to use like a different transition color. I just like to make things difficult for myself, so. And since this isn't like a brown neutral color, I don't like to take it. Normally I take those colors all the way in my inner lid just to kind of like connect this bone, you know, make it go all the way around. I don't really contour my nose anymore. And since this is like a blue-green color and not like a neutral color, I don't want to take it so far in, you know. I feel like that would look really weird if you have like blue-green shadows, you know. So I just took a little bit of that CoverGirl eyeshadow and I kind of fixed this. I kind of put some right in this area to kind of fix that area because I don't want it to come in so far. I hope I explained that good enough, but it just keeps the eyeshadow sort of more out in the corners and not so much in the inner corners. Okay, so next I'm going to take a different shaped brush. This is more of a flat brush. It's skinny on the sides, and when you turn it this way it's a lot like thicker. It kind of looks like this. I really like this brush because I can put it on its, when I put it this way, or when I put it on its side, it's really flat, so I could really get into the corner, or so I can really get into like my eye socket and blend right in here. And I'm gonna take this I'm gonna take this like satin blue-green color right above that shimmery color, and I'm gonna blend this in my crease, and I'm gonna also put it on my outer lid. And I'm not gonna put it too much on my inner crease just because I'm gonna put like a different color there. So just keep it in your outer crease and your outer lid. And again, you don't need very much of this because this eyeshadow palette is very, very pigmented. And I'm going to go back to that first brush. I'm going to make sure nothing's on it, and I'm just going to give a little bit of a blend to kind of mesh those two colors together. And for as pigmented and soft as those shadows are, there really isn't that much like fallout, so that's another plus to these shadows. If you really wanted to darken this lid up, there is also a matte black in this palette. I'm not going to use that matte black today. I might use it as a liner, probably not. I haven't been using it as a liner, but it is there in case you want it, and it's also incredibly pigmented, so it's in there if you want to darken it up, but I'm not going to do that today just because this look is so dark already and it's daytime, and I'm also not going anywhere, so I don't need to darken it up. So I'm just going to take my pinky and I'm going to go into this color right here. It's a nice, pretty sparkly silvery color. I'm going to put it on my inner part of my lid, and I'm going to bring it out about like halfway. I'm not going to take it all over the lid. I just kind of want to brighten this inner part of my eye. Okay, that's what I have going on the lid so far. It's kind of hard to tell in my camera, but once I get in the light, you'll be able to see all the glitters and stuff. It's really pretty, so that's what we have so far. So next I'm going to work on my liner. I don't know if I'm going to go underneath with eyeshadow. I might just keep it on the top. So that's all I'm going to be using this eyeshadow palette for today. So I have a little trick for you guys because I have been doing a wing with this look. So I like to take my eyeliner. I like to go from the corner of my eye to the end of my eyebrow, and then I come in and I do a little mark right here. And I do the same thing on the other side, and that just kind of helps you find the correct angle for your wing. So I'll kind of show you. I can't really do it in the camera, but I'll show you what I'm doing here. So I'm looking into my mirror. I'm finding the end of my eyebrow. I don't want to mark out here though. And I'm angling it from the corner of my eye. And then I'm just going to do a little mark here. You see that right there? And that's going to be the angle for my wing. I love this trick because I definitely struggle with the shape of my wings. Sometimes I'll get one that goes way up here and sometimes I'll get one that's more straight. So this kind of helps keep the angle more consistent. And it also saves time in the morning having to like fix my wings, so. I'm also going to do a little eyeliner underneath my eye. I'm not going to do too much though. That's all I'm going to do, and then I'm just going to smudge it out with the end of this eyebrow pencil. Or this eyeliner. I feel like I'm having a hard time finding my words today. So I'm gonna go in with this CoverGirl gel eyeliner. I have it in brown, but I normally use black, but I've been using brown. It's been working. I'm not super picky. But if it bugs you, if you don't want to use brown, but you accidentally grabbed brown like I've done, you just top it with a little bit of black eyeshadow, which I don't think I'm gonna do today, just because it doesn't bug me that much, but that is something you can do. And if you guys were ever super into the foxy eye trend here on YouTube, I've always kind of done a foxy eye. I feel like it's very flattering on my eye shape. It's very like elongated and less pointed up, but more swooped out. My eyes are small, and I feel like that has always flattered my eye shape, so I was kind of doing the foxy eye before the foxy eye was the foxy eye, so I don't know what you call it, but that's kind of the shape that I go for. And for mascara, I'm going to go in with this CoverGirl Lash Blast Hydrofuge mascara. This mascara is cruelty-free, and I think it's actually vegan. I believe that's why I picked it up, and I really, really love this mascara. I have been a die-hard fan of CoverGirl Exhibitionist. This is really good too, but the only thing I've noticed about this one is it kind of makes my eyes a little irritated. I don't know what's in here, but I've kind of dealt with a lot of eye sensitivity issues, and I haven't been wearing a ton of makeup because of it. I've kind of had a suspicion that it could be a couple setting sprays, so I haven't been setting my makeup. I only set it on like certain days when it's supposed to be like 1,000,000 degrees outside, but I'm just going to be chilling at the house today, organizing and cleaning, so I'm not going to set my face, but I'm going to go in with this mascara. Okay, now that that's on, I'm gonna dust off this powder and we'll do some face work. Also, if you guys noticed, I didn't put any false eyelashes on. I'm not like a super big false eyelash girl. I don't feel like I need it. And I don't put any mascara on my lower lashes. I used to do that all the time, and no matter what I used, I always got smudges, so I just decided not to put any down there, and I really don't mind it, so I stopped doing that probably like a year or two ago, and it just never bugged me, never went back, so I just keep it on the top lashes. I think it has something to do with my eye size, because my eyes are incredibly small. So I actually hauled this on my channel. It's the Believe Beauty On Cloud 9 Illuminating Glow Trio. This is a really, really good highlighting palette. I love this. I've been really into this, and then I've also been really into this super cheap one from LA Colors. This is a really gorgeous soft gold highlight. I really love this. And this one is also really, really good. I kind of mix these two shades together, but they're all beautiful, so. And also, I used to highlight here down my nose and my chin as well as my cheeks, but I stopped highlighting the center of my face just because I get so oily and I get shiny there anyway, so I don't want to add to the shine. Just kind of personal preference, but that's something I've changed up recently, so just the tops of my cheekbones. So I really love highlighter. It's really, really easy for me to go overboard on highlight, so I've been working on it because I feel like using too much of it when you're an oily person isn't necessarily a good thing, but I just love highlighter. I think it looks amazing, but I've been trying to tone it down, which is really hard for me, so. Okay, so now on to one of my probably current favorite products. It's this cream blush in Doll Face from Believe Beauty. I've been trying to experiment more with cream blushes. This is actually the first cream blush I've ever tried, and I have to say I absolutely love this blush, so I I'm kind of addicted. I want to get some more and I want to try more of them out. But this color is absolutely freaking beautiful and it matches the eyes so good. So I highly, highly recommend this color. It lasts pretty much mostly all day. It lasted, I went swimming, it was still there, so it's a good one. I definitely highly recommend picking this one up. So I bought this brush from Believe Beauty to kind of blend in the cream blush, but I actually find that this works better with their foundation. I always use a sponge. It's just personal preference, but this brush is also really, really good. It's really, really good quality. The bristles are also nicely tight and packed, and it's like a shorter brush, so this is really good for their foundation. That's what I've been using it for. I don't use it for the blush anymore. So I just take my middle finger and I just pop it on. And I blend it in. And I just find there's something that cream blushes can do for your cheeks that powdered can't do. And I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's pigment. I don't know. I absolutely love it though. I do find it's kind of tricky to blend out. I do find that cream blush is a little tricky to blend out just because I'm so used to using a brush instead of like just my finger, so I'm, you know, trying not to disturb the product under the cream blush, but I really don't find that to be a problem, and as long as you just do a little pat pat pat, it goes on pretty evenly. So the next thing I am going to do is find my lip liner. Okay, so the next combination I'm gonna do is Maybelline Purely Nude eyeliner. I'm gonna overline my top lip and a little bit under my, and a little bit on my bottom lip. And then this is another favorite of mine. It's the Maybelline New York Superstay Matte Ink. I don't know what, oh wait, Matte Ink color and Subductress. This is a really, really nice color and it really looks good with the eyes. It's a nice dark brown color. I've been really into dark lipsticks lately, so I'm gonna overline my lips a little bit and pop that on. And it is a matte, long-lasting lipstick, and I really like this because it actually does last all day long, and I haven't really noticed it over drying my lips as long as I put some chapstick and I let it soak on my lips throughout this whole process, which I don't think I showed you, but I did put some chapstick on. This doesn't really dry my lips out or bug my lips, so I'm gonna do that. Alright, I struggled getting that a little even. You have a little bit of time. It's still drying. You have a little bit of time to work with this product before it dries. I gotta let it dry. I don't want to talk too much right this second or it's gonna move around, but I'm gonna let this dry and I'll be right back. Okay, so my lips are mostly dry. I'm gonna show you what this looks like in natural lighting, and then I'll just sit and chit chat with you guys for a while, and I think that'll be it. So I think I'll just share a few little things, a couple extra palettes that I've picked up and stuff, and just kind of give you some thoughts, and I think that's about it. Maybe do a little recap at the end. Okay, so I have like a handful of products that are in my lap that aren't sitting there very well. Yeah, I have a handful of products that I didn't show you in today's video that I've purchased, and I just thought I'd give you kind of a little mini haul and just some thoughts of what I think of these products so far. I've been using them for about a week. I actually purchased more stuff, but most of it I used in today's video, so you've already seen it, and I think I pretty much gave my thoughts on them. Pretty much everything I used in today's video I absolutely love. So the eyeshadow palette, the blush, the foundation, I mean, the highlighting palette, like I've pretty much raved about everything. The powder, you know, it was all good. So The first thing I picked up was this Infallible Pro Gloss by L'Oreal. It looks like this. Okay, sorry. I had to end up putting all that stuff on the floor because it was going to fall out of my lap. So it looks like this. The wand looks like this. It's super interesting when you put it on your lips. There's like a little ball that forms on the other side, and I think it just keeps you from putting too much product on your lips. I really do like this gloss. It's not like sticky, but it's not runny. It's a very thick gloss, and it's a very long-lasting product, which I actually really enjoy, and I don't have to worry about it like sliding all over my lips. It's not a greasy product. It's a very like thick, stay put type of product, and I don't notice it doing a lot of plumping. I actually have two different colors. The color I have right now is Lucid Glow. I don't know what the other one is. It's downstairs in my purse. I don't feel like going and grabbing it, but I have two of them, and I like both of these products. A lot of times I don't have time to do like a fancy lip for work, so I just like to do a little bit of gloss. So I have a ton of gloss, and I really enjoy this one. I think I pretty much recommend it. It's not like a plumping lip gloss, which it claims to be, but it's okay. Like, I do like this product. So this next lip product that I picked up is this Lifter Gloss by Maybelline. It has hyaluronic acid in it. Everybody raves about this lip gloss, and I do like it. It is a nice gloss. I don't think it's anything special. I don't know why it gets so much love. It's just kind of like a middle-of-the-ground lip gloss. I really enjoy the hard candy lip glosses. This one is kind of right up there with the L'Oreal lip gloss. It's not as thick, and it's a little bit more slick than the L'Oreal lip gloss. But the applicator looks like this. It's kind of a bigger doe foot. I will say this, you can put a lot more product with this one on. You could layer up your product, and it looks good. I'm not complaining. It's not a bad gloss. It's just I don't think it's like a holy grail lip gloss. One thing I have noticed with this L'Oreal lip gloss, you don't want to put too much on, and the applicator kind of like tries to make it to where you don't put too much on, because if you put too much lip gloss on, it kind of peels off and gets bunchy and gross, so you don't need to put a lot of lip gloss on with this guy. Just a little bit is all you need, and it will last most of the day, so there's that. And I also wanted to try out this L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear Foundation. It's their powder foundation. This actually was really popular on Instagram, and it got some buzz here on YouTube. It's a powder foundation. I actually think this is pretty dang good. I really like it on days where I don't feel like wearing foundation, but I just want a little something to even me out. I find this to be a really good option for that. Like, if you don't like liquid foundation, I think this is really good. I think that's about all I have to say for this product. I did enjoy it. It works. It doesn't feel super heavy on your skin. I think this is a really good product. So, this next product, I have to try out a little bit more because I'm not really sure how I feel about it, and that is the Wet n Wild Matte Foundation. I'm losing my voice. It looks like this. Most of you have probably seen this guy before. I hear the dewy one actually is a lot better. That's the one I hear people rave about. I have the matte one. It comes with like a little spatula thing. I do like it. I've worn it like once. But I'm not 100% sure how I feel about this foundation, only because when I put it on, I think I put too much on because I wasn't sure like how much I needed because of the spatula thing. But it felt kind of thick and heavy, and I was kind of worried. Like, I felt like I was almost suffocating my skin when I put it on, but once it dried down, once it set, it actually felt fine. It didn't bug me at all. I was a little worried about that because it did feel very thick. And it did look a little cakey, and it did emphasize some texture on my pores. It did so more than most of my other foundations, so I'm kind of on the fence about that. It may just be because I put too much on. I did put a lot of this on when I tried it for the first time, so I want to try it again, and I want to, you know, put less on and see what that does, and maybe try like different setting sprays and different like primers, just see if I can kind of like work with it. It did look really, really good from a distance. I will say that, like, it was the right color, it was even, it covered everything up. It's just the texture was a little weird for me, and that may be because I put too much on. So I'm gonna keep playing with this product and I'll let you know what I think. I don't hate it, but it's not my favorite. It's not anywhere compared to it's not super great compared to this. This one has blown my mind, and it's crazy how good this foundation is, you guys. Like, oh my god. Okay, so this next product that I picked up is this new Wet n Wild palette in Heart and Soul. It looks like this. I have been trying this one out, and I really, really like these Wet n Wild palettes. It looks like this. I want to possibly get more. I have so many palettes right now, it's kind of hard to like use them all, you know, because I'm getting a collection going. But I mostly was interested in this like peach color. I've been really super into peaches lately. Like, I've been obsessed. But I really wanted to try this color. And then the one right next to it, this like kind of like shimmery bronzy peach, that color is so gorgeous, especially if you have like blue eyes or something. Like, that color is amazing. And then there's some other like pinky like peaches and like champagne colors, and then over here you have like your darker, I mean, like, it's like a standard palette, but I was kind of drawn more to the pinky peachy side. I heard all their other palettes were really good too, but this one was the one that really caught my eye, and I absolutely love this palette. I'm gonna do a tutorial with it in the future, so I'll let you guys know. And then I found another palette from CoverGirl. I think this is a newer one because I haven't seen it being used in the past, but it is so gorgeous. I've used this one too. It is their one of their newer palettes, and that's rad. These colors like spoke to me. Like, I did a look in the past that was very purple and teal based, and it was so beautiful, and that reminds me of this, and I wanted to give this a try. This is a really, really nice palette. I'm gonna do a tutorial with this guy too. I absolutely love it. It's very, very pigmented. Like, these blue shimmery colors are absolutely like gorgeous. I love this palette, and I'll show you kind of what I will do with it in the future. So, and then I got a Believe Beauty blush in Risky Business. This is probably the brighter out of all of their blushes that I saw.